Since the ending of communism and the collapse of the USSR, the Beatles generation have become granddads and babushkas. The consummation of the 40-year love affair came on May 24, 2003, in Red Square. Across the republics of the former Soviet Union, back in the USSR, is an enduring anthem. For the people who were there when Paul McCartney brought the Beatles music to Red Square, the memory of that night stays with them.
It was actually like a huge religious ceremony.
Back in USSR.
It was like a real holy day.
Is it a reality or not? Or we are happy that we lived to the time when it became possible.
Back in USSR. How lucky you are, boys.
There were rivers and waterfalls of tears, something that sums up your whole life.
How lucky you are, boys. Back in USSR.
The Beatles' revolution changed a superpower. And still today, somewhere across the former Soviet Union, someone will be replaying the Beatles one more time.
Их не забудут никогда. Битлз, с нами останутся всегда.
In Gorky Park, Moscow's Krishna community celebrate George Harrison's music.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
At the Catherine Palace in St. Petersburg, guests arrive for the Pushkin Ball, the social highlight of the year, with music by the Beatles.
It's like talking about what does Pushkin mean to Russian poetry. The Beatles to popular Western and popular music of the world is like saying is Pushkin to Russian literature.
On the same evening as the Pushkin Ball, in a St. Petersburg club, a new punk band are playing John Lennon's Power to the People. For their leader, Igor Salnikov, his passion for Lennon is life-changing.
It is my plan to change my name into John Lennon, but I have my Russian second name after my father, and so it's going to be John Vladimirovich Lennon.
In the Ukraine, the peasants of a village called Bittlz have relished the accident of their name and adapted their folk songs. In St. Petersburg, Beatles superfan Kolya Vassin is still holding on to his dream of building a temple to John Lennon. He's found his perfect place on the edge of the city. And he's lobbying the city council for funding to make his dream a reality.
с этого храма, с моего храма, с верхней точки будет виден Ливерпуль. Этот вперед смотрящий человек будет высматривать лодочку Джона Леннона, потому что этот храм будет построен для него. И когда он узнает, он поедет в этот храм. Человек, который сидит наверху храма, он увидит эту лодочку. Наконец-то, это он, я его узнал, готовьтесь. Джон подплывет и заплачет от счастья. We all live in the yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live.
I went to Kiev for Paul McCartney's first ever concert in Ukraine. In a city where the Fab Four had once been banned and their fans hounded, the arrival of a long-awaited Beatle is bringing thousands onto the streets. I've come to understand that the Beatles mattered far more behind the Iron Curtain than they ever did for us in the West. In the Kiev Beatles Museum, I can feel the force of the repressed yearning which ultimately changed a generation. To celebrate McCartney's arrival, kids from across the country are competing for the best Beatles performance. It's hard to reconcile the freshness and dedication of those kids with the invasion of an international rock spectacular shut away behind its security battalions. I keep thinking about those four lads in a Liverpool cellar long ago. And then it begins to rain. Five hours later, it's still raining. There are fears that Paul McCartney's concert might have to be abandoned.
Myself to be a cosmonaut in the open space, but I would never think that one day somebody from Bitlz would be playing right here in the heart of Ukraine. In order to understand what really happens here, you have to be born back in USSR.